I'm Ian and this is Help. My supply teacher is magic. We fooled hundreds of you guys by swapping regular teachers with magicians. And we've been secretly filming the results with special cameras which we've hidden in the classroom. Sneakier than James Bond's sneakers. We're also showing you loads of other great tricks. Here's one for me now. I'm going to make this chocolate disappear. So, pretty impressive. We'll play the clip. James is going undercover to cause mayhem in this class of year 6s. Look, he changes cola to coffee using a kettle.
Cup of coffee.
But will the class swallow his trick? We're going to teach you a magic trick so you can fool your friends. Grab 2 paperback books so you can join in. Plus, you've been sending in clips of all your best magic tricks, and later on, I'll be picking my 5 favourites. Will you be one of my wannabe wizards? And if you want to take part in the interactive illusion, you'll need a piece of paper. Could you spot a magician pretending to be a supply teacher? Could you? Really? This is James. He's got a cheeky glint in his eye and a bunch of tricks up his sleeve. He's going undercover as a supply teacher. The hidden cameras are set. Is it your school? Is it your class? Let's find out. Here's a class of year 6s. They don't know it yet, but James is about to give them a lesson with a magical flavour. None of the class suspect there are cameras hidden in every corner of their classroom or realise that James is not a real teacher. But can he keep it up?
What we're going to talk about is being environmentally friendly. I like going camping. Does anybody like going camping in this room? Have you been camping? Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? Because I go camping so often, I've got lots and lots and lots of gadgets and gizmos that I take with me that help me be more environmentally friendly when I'm camping. Now, I brought my favourite one. Would you like to see it?
Yes.
Yeah? OK.
Of course they would, mate. Me too. But where is it?
Here it is. This is the Magic Kettle 5000.
Not available in the shops.
Instead of having to take lots and lots of different plastic bottles with me, all I do is I take one drink with me and keep it inside the kettle, but then the kettle can change the liquid inside to any other drink I want. Would you like to see a demonstration?
Yeah!
The class still don't suspect James despite the name Magic Kettle.
I'm gonna need one of your teachers. Actually, yeah, could Mr. Sunderland, one of your regular teachers, could you come up and just take a little seat? Who's coming up?
This is the class's regular teacher, Mr. Sunderland. He's in on the secret, but he doesn't know what he'll have to do.
OK, and quiet down.
He's obviously popular, unless the class is wanting to see something funny happen to him. I wonder.
So, you just open up the kettle, and then you can put in any drink you want. Now, for this demonstration, we'll use cola, but it could be anything. So I'm sure you all know how to fill up a kettle.
Remember, don't play with the kettle at home, it's dangerous. And this isn't real, it's magic, so no point trying it yourself, people.
Excellent. And then, all you have to do is pop the top back on, and then it works exactly like a flask. So let's say you turn up at your campsite, OK? Now, you want to drink cola. Now, that's fine, because you've got a kettle full of cola. But if your sister fancies some lemonade, before you would have to take 2 bottles. You'd have to take one with cola and one with lemonade. However, because we've got the Magic Kettle 5000, all you have to do, you just change the dial on the front from cola to lemonade, and hopefully the cola inside will now turn into a lovely glass.
Whoa, it's lemonade!
Mr. Sunderland, would you like to do a taste test?
Yeah.
It's the moment of truth.
It's all good? Yeah. Delicious. Glass of lemonade. OK, but let's say, for example, your mum might prefer to drink some cherryade.
Mum liking cherryade? How does James know my mum?
So, all we have to do again is just change the dial from lemonade to cherryade, and this time we should be able to get out a nice glass of cherryade. Would you like to take a taste?
Yeah, cherryade.
Mr. Sunderland says yes.
So let's say you want cola, your sister wants lemonade, your mum wants cherryade, your dad might want an orange drink.
Why can't they all just drink the same thing? James's made-up family sound like a right fussy lot.
That's no problem. All you have to do is just take the dial and change it from cherryade to orange, And then we should get a nice orange drink.
Whoa, that's the third different drink from that kettle. Where is it all coming from? I can't see any hidden taps.
Lovely fresh orange juice.
Lovely fresh orange juice. Yeah? Do you think that's cool?
I'd say they think it's cool. They all want one in their own homes.
In the evening, when the sun goes down, it starts to get a bit chilly, doesn't it? So how about you change it into coffee?
He's gonna do coffee? How does that work?
Now, we might as well use all of the rest of it for this. We should be able to turn the liquid into a nice warm cup of coffee. Is that good?
I bet it's cold.
Is that a hot cup of coffee? One hot cup of coffee.
It's not cold, it's hot, and hot can scald, so be careful, folks.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you how it works. Well, there's a good reason why I can't tell you why it works, and that's because, do you remember the bit where I said that I was a visiting teacher from another school? I'm not. I'm a magician. And you know all of your teachers and all of your mums and dads, they've set you all up. Because if you look here, and you look just at the back there, they are cameras. So if you give them away, you are all being filmed for a new TV show on CBBC called Help, My Supply Teacher is Magic.
He did it! James's brilliant trick has totally fooled the class.
I was like really shocked.
James poured cola into the kettle and then made lemonade pour out of it. He then poured cherryade, orange, and amazingly hot coffee came out of the magic kettle.
It just changed and everybody went berserk.
James pulled it off. The class had no idea he was a magician. Would you realise your supply teacher was magic? Later on, John will also be going undercover as a supply teacher. He'll make this class's jaws drop to the floor. Is it your class?
Give that a little rub.
Of course, John's not a real teacher, nor is his mate and mine sharp-skilled but floppy-haired Fergus. He's going to teach you the secret behind a trick you can use on your mates. If you fancy yourself as a magician, here's a trick you can try at home. All you'll need is 2 paperback books. If you haven't got them already, go and get them now. Go on, hurry. In the meantime, Fergus will wait here for you. You back? Ready? Good. Do you know how to put these 2 books together so they can't be pulled apart again? Can you work it out? Keep watching and you'll find out later in the show. Right now, Joker John's about to do some theme park magic with a trick you'll never be able to work out. This is Adam, Tom and Jack. They have no idea they're about to star in their own magic show. Watch carefully.
Did you recognise me when I came up to you, lads? Yes is the answer. Actually, I am quite famous, but nobody knows about it yet. In fact, I'm so famous, I've had to start signing autographs, and I get my pictures taken at a little photo booth. And the last lot I had taken wasn't very good because that chair that you sit on kept falling up and down, so all the pictures are in the wrong place, so I can't really sign this photo. So I thought I should get somebody else to sign it. Would you do me a favour? Will you just sign your name just in this little white bit above my head? I don't want you to sign on my face because that's very delicate, that. Wonderful. Now, what we've got there is something very, very rare. It's my picture, all in the wrong place, with Dave's signature on it.
Something amazing's about to happen. Keep watching that photo.
What we're going to do now is try and make the picture look a little bit better. So the way we're going to do that is I'm going to fold it here, like so. And give it a little tear. There. Starting to look a little bit better, but not quite right. And if I take it again and... then, ooh, and fold this one. Hopefully...
That photo's well and truly ripped to pieces, but some top-notch magic's developing.
I've seen what magicians do when you get in this position. What you do is you blow on them like this, and then you give it a little squeeze. And Dave, is that still your signature?
Oh, yeah.
That is Dave's signature, look. And now the picture.
Whoa, told you. Can I get a rewind?
Blow on them like this, and then you give it a little squeeze. And Dave, is Is that still your signature?
Oh, yeah.
That is Dave's signature, look. And now the picture.
That trick was picture perfect.
It's amazing. Just, yeah. I don't know how it happened. Oh, I don't know how he does it.
Coming up, we'll make someone else say, "That was awesome!" But right now, we have something amazing for you. This is the interactive illusion. This is a trick where you can take part at home. Let's say, come closer. Personal space. Thanks. Take it away, Catherine. If you play your cards right, Catherine might come to your classroom. But first, here's a trick for your front room.
I've got a really amazing illusion for you now. All you need is a piece of paper rolled into a tube. Now hold it up to your eye like this and keep watching the screen. While you're looking at the screen, place the other hand next to the tube in front of the other eye.
Go on, follow Catherine. That's how you do it.
You should see a hole right through your hand and still be able to see me.
Holy hand, that is amazing. Did it work for you? It's like what they always say. A hole in the hand is worth 2 birds with a stone. Every week, we are bringing you a chart of the magic movers and shakers. We're calling that chart Wannabe Wizards. I've got my comfy chair. I've got my laptop. And frankly, I've got too many roasted nuts, although I have checked that they all contain nuts. Hit it. We asked you to send in clips of yourself performing your best magic tricks. We received loads of clips from all over the country. Each week, I will be choosing my 5 favourite wannabe wizards and showing them to you guys. Number 5 this time is Nathan from Maidstone with some mind-bending card skills.
Here I have a normal pack of cards and I'm going to shuffle them.
When he says he's going to shuffle them, he really means it. Watch this. In fact, he shuffles them so much, I'm going to have to fast forward it or we can't fit in all the other wizards. This seems like a lead up to a trick, but actually, the trick is all in the shuffling. That's the most shuffled deck in the history of Shuffledom. Those cards are so mixed up right now, right?
Magically,
Wrong.
the whole deck is in order.
Wow, all the cards are in the right suits and the right order. You sure are nifty, Nathan. But hey, yo, Ben from Reading sure can yo-yo. It's not 100% magic, but it's cool, and it looks magic-cool too. Look at him go. Mind the camera though, Ben. And mind the dog, mate. We're all standing clear now. That's it, spin the camera around while he makes that bad boy spin.
Keep them coming.
That's right, keep them coming. Ben, you made my head spin and you get a big thumbs up from me. Number 3 is so money. Check the coin in Teddy from Altringham's hand.
Alright, so let's get the coin. And would you be impressed if I made the coin that's in this hand come to this hand?
Yes, we would. Remember, the coin started in his right hand. I love this bit. Nice lock-in and pop-in.
2.
The coin passed through his body and ended up in his left hand.
Let's do an easier trick for you.
But he's not done yet. Oh no.
Get the coin.
Keep your eye on which hand the coin goes into.
Pay attention.
I'm paying attention.
Guess which hand it's in. If you guess right, I'll give you £1 million.
I have it on good authority that he does have £1 million to give away.
2.
He must be confident.
Did you get this? Did you guess this one? Or did you guess this one? I'm going to tell you now, if you guess this one, you lose.
It's not on the right, so it must be in the left.
This one, you're going to be £1 million not richer, because he's still rich.
Wow, it's not there either. The coin vanished, but he keeps his million. Cha-ching! Up next, George from Chichester.
Today we're going to be using the 4 aces. Here we have the ace of diamonds, the ace of clubs, the ace of spades and the ace of hearts. Okay, what we're going to be doing with these 1, 2, 3, 4 aces is we're just going to leave them over here for now. What I'm going to ask you to do is just name a card face up that you can see for me.
The 9 of hearts.
9 of hearts.
So his mate picked in 9 of hearts, remember that?
We flip over the 9 of hearts in the deck. Are you sure you want that card? You sure? Okay. We'll put that in with the aces and leave the deck aside for now. What we do is we lose your card in with the aces, the 9 of hearts, give the cards a quick spin, and the aces make your cards invisible. We reach into the deck and we pull it out. We just lay it over on the mat here for now.
Yes, he did say invisible. Pay close attention, people.
3, 4 aces, okay? Your card is nowhere to be seen. What we do is we take your card that's invisible right here, turn it face up in the deck, or face up in my hand, and throw it into the deck.
Pow! So there it goes.
It leaves us with one face up card in the deck. The 9 of hearts, your card.
Wow, let's get a rewind. See the invisible card flying to the deck. Except you can't see it, it's invisible. Boom! The card rematerialised in the deck. Love it.
Thank you very much.
Who's my favourite though? I'm not going to tell you yet. Not before I put on my funny chart show voice. At 5, Nifty Nathan with his shifty shuffle.
Deck is in order.
Ben walks the dog with his yo-yo at 4. Popping up at 3 is Teddy's 1 in a million coin trick. And at number 2 is George's invisible card throw. And he was nearly my favourite, but out of the tons of wannabe wizards, my top one this time was... Joshua from Upminster, a grand entrance, a thank you. Watch this, an old school magic show, liking your style. Watch the candle. It disappears, but how? And now the hanky goes into the bag. But now, that's gone too. What a magician like Joshua could really use right now is a wand. Ah, here's one now. What's he doing with it though? Nah, beautiful flower. For me, you shouldn't have. Can't wait until next time for more Wannabe Wizards.
Actually, Fergus taught me a great trick called the cut and restore necktie. I'll teach you it now. Just get a necktie and cut it. Sorry. Oh, hi, Dad. Yeah, I'm well. Your stripy tie? I've not seen it. Here's what's coming up.
Have you worked out the secret to Fergus's challenge? If you haven't already got 2 paperback books, go and get them now. Go on, hurry.
Piece of rope here, but instead...
And watch what happens when John goes undercover in another school. Could it be your class? Could your supply teacher be magic? In Undercover Magic, we hide cameras in all sorts of places. Our magicians play tricks on members of the public who don't know they're being filmed. Catherine is in the park to play a trick on Chloe. She's been set up by her mum and has no idea what's about to happen.
Excuse me. Yeah. Hi, you didn't see who left this litter here, did you?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Don't you just hate litter bugs?
Yes.
Whoa, she made the litter float into the bin.
That was cool.
Can I get a rewind? That trick certainly wasn't rubbish.
I was so shocked. My heart was beating so fast. I enjoyed it so much.
It's the moment you've been waiting for, a chance for you to learn how to fool your friends. Me and Fergus challenge you to put 2 paperback books together so they can't be pulled apart. Come on, have you worked it out? How many have you got it? Maybe you think it works by gluing them together. Nah. Do you use a stapler? No way. Do you weld them together? Come on. Go on, Fergus. Show us the secret. You flick the pages of each book together. It may take a while, so we've sped it up. Once you've done that, see if you can pull them apart. Ready? Go on, Fergus. Give it your best shot. It can't be done, can it, Fergus? Did you get it? Are you amazing already? Now you can test your mate's strength in the playground. And James is about to test out his magic in the museum.
Can I show you a trick?
Yes.
This is Aisha and her mum. They're about to see an awesome trick.
Okay, we're going to try something with these two keys, okay? So, which one do you want? Point or key?
That key.
Perfect. Okay, hold your hand up flat like a table. If I put that key there, close your hand nice and tight, and hold it just there. That's perfect. Now, all keys have a hole in them, okay?
Yes.
Why is that?
So you can put them on things.
Oh, key rings, exactly. Watch. If you just take that hole and give it a squeeze...
Watch carefully. This is the key to the trick.
You can get the hole to come straight off the key. And not only that, I can throw it invisibly all the way over to the key in your hand.
That's scary.
How did he do that? Can I get a rewind?
Watch. If you just take that hole and give it a squeeze...
He squeezed off the hole in the key.
And not only that, I can throw it invisibly.
And now he's thrown it into the other key. That is one fun key trick. I thank you very much.
That's
This is John. He's about to go to another school. He's going undercover as a supply teacher to do an incredible trick. Will it be your school? Will it be your class? And will the class realise their supply teacher is magic? Let's find out. These Year 5 pupils think they're coming in for a normal lesson, but they're wrong. John is anything but normal. The classroom's been planted with hidden cameras, and he's got a maths trick that will put the con into conundrum. They have no idea they're being filmed. They'd have smiled if they knew.
Right, good morning, boys and girls. I'm going to give you an exciting lesson, hopefully, on maths. Who likes maths? Oh, excellent, quite a few, that's good. I like people who like maths. Who's not so keen on maths? I still like you, that's all right, OK? But maybe you like maths at the end of this, because I'm going to talk about fractions, right? And fractions can be very, very useful. When I was a little boy and it was my birthday, I realised very, very quickly that a quarter of a piece of cake was twice as tasty as an eighth of a piece of cake, but not quite as sickening as a half a piece of cake. Now, that's good to know, isn't it?
It's a piece of cake, this teaching lark, isn't it? Sorry, I borrowed John's bad joke book.
But I'm going to test to see what your knowledge of fractions is, and I'm going to use this piece of rope. Now, this is a whole piece of rope, OK? Now, I know it's a whole piece of rope because it's the only piece of rope I've ever had, OK? I've never had more rope than this. If I'd have had, like, another half of rope and I'd cut it off and got rid of it, this would only be half a piece of rope, wouldn't it?
Eh?
Exactly. But it's not half a piece of rope because it's the only piece of rope I've ever got, so therefore it is indeed a whole piece of rope. Now, I'm going to tie one end of the rope to this stool here, and then I'm going to tie the other end of the rope to that stool over there. And what I'm going to do is try and find out whether you know what your fractions are. OK, so if I wanted to cut this piece of rope so that I had exactly a quarter of the rope from that end, who could tell me where a quarter would be? Yes, you think you could tell me? If I run my finger along here, you tell me where you think a quarter is. A bit further back here. About there. Excellent. Who thinks she's right? Wonderful. OK, so if I was to take the piece of rope and to cut it so that I've got now exactly two pieces, one of which is a quarter, yes? And the other piece is...
Keep an eye on that knot.
3/4, that's right. I have now got a quarter over here and 3/4 here. Now, here's the next question. It's getting a little bit harder. If I didn't want to cut the piece of rope into a quarter and 3/4, but I wanted to cut the piece of rope exactly in half, who thinks they could tell me where half is? Yes, you think you could tell me? You tell me, where do you think it is? Do you think it's there? There. You think that's half? Do you think she's right? Oh, a little bit more, a little bit more. There? You think that's halfway? OK, so if I hadn't cut the piece of rope here, but instead I had cut the piece of...
Hang on a minute, something's not adding up. He's moving that knot.
Do you think that would have been half the piece of rope? So now we would have...
And he's untied the knot. How did he do that?
Now, it gets...
Let's get a rewind.
So if I hadn't cut the piece of rope here, but instead I had cut the piece of rope at around about here, so now we would have...
I don't know how he did it, and the class don't know either.
Because if I didn't want to cut the piece of rope exactly in half, but instead I wanted to cut the piece of rope so that I had 3/4 on this side and only a quarter on this side, where would I have to cut it to get a quarter from this end? Yes. Bit more that way, bit more that way. Here.
He's gonna do it again. Watch that knot. You will not believe it.
I had cut it where Billy said, which was here. That would mean, hopefully, we should now have exactly 3/4 of the rope on this side and a quarter of the rope on this side. Now,
The class now suspect this lesson is only half serious, and John's about to ask them a trick question.
here is the really difficult question. Who can tell me where I would have to cut the piece of rope if I wanted exactly a whole piece of rope? Who can tell me if I wanted a whole piece of rope, where would I have to cut it? Yes. So if I had a whole piece of rope and I wanted to cut it into a whole piece of rope, I wouldn't have to cut it at all. That's good. I wouldn't have to cut it at all. I could just give that a little rub and we'd be back with one whole piece of rope.
Whoa, spontaneous
Yeah,
round of
isn't it?
applause, and they don't even know he's a magician yet. He's about to tell them the big secret, and he might even get some fraction jokes in.
How can I explain it? I'm not a real teacher. In fact, I'm not even half a teacher. I'm not even a quarter or an eighth of a teacher.
See, I told you.
I'm actually a magician. And your teachers and your parents, they've set you up to be filmed on a secret magic show called Help My Supply Teacher's Magic. And we've got secret cameras in the classroom. We've got one over there, and we've got one here behind this mirror, and we've got another one over here. There's one right at the back in the little mirror there. Everybody give a wave.
He did it! John's brilliant rope trick completely fooled the class.
One of which is a quarter, yes.
First he tied the knot and then moved it.
Cut the piece of rope.
We're like, how can he do that?
So now we would have...
He untied the knot in an impossible place.
He's just moved it to halfway. Now there's 3/4. How is he doing that?
And then he removed the knot from the rope.
A little rope.
As soon as he moved the knot, it was like the rope was just like fixed again.
John literally pulled it off. The class had no idea he was a magician. We totally got them and they loved it. See you next time. But until then, if you're at school and you think something magical is happening, maybe you'll find yourself shouting, "Help! My supply teacher is magic!"